Hello, and welcome to Naturally Kim's Knitting. I'm Kim, and this is my podcast all about knitting and spinning and dyeing of yarn, all of which I do from my home outside of Lima, Ohio, where I live with my puppy and two kitty cats and my husband and my dear father-in-law. Anyways, welcome today. Whether you're new or whether you've come to visit before, I just really want to welcome you and I love you all. Okay, today is December 10th, excuse me. Um, I'm sorry, December 10th, 2019, and this episode is number 189. Now, you can find me online. On Ravelry, I have my own page, NapiersKnits, and then we have a Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group where we post our um, make-alongs. I post my podcast there, all kinds of things. You can also find me on Instagram as knittin_Kim, and WordPress, YouTube, and Blogger, I'm Naturally Kim's Knitting. And speaking of knit-alongs, we do have a couple going on right now. Before I forget, everybody who won last month's finished object has notified me, and I believe they've all received their prizes. So, being finished with November's, we have a December finished object knit along. All you have to do is take a picture of your pattern, post it under the correct thread on the Naturally Kim's Knitting podcast group, and if there's a pattern name, post the pattern name, and you will be eligible for a drawing. Generally, the drawing is a giftable pattern up to $10, a KnitPicks card for $10. Sorry, I was thinking of something else. Then we have a make-along for others, and it started November 1st, and it's going to end December 31st. I will go in January 1st, and I will lock the thread, and I will draw the winners. Same thing as the other. In order to take part, you just have to take a picture and post a pattern name. And if you want to share who you're giving it to, that would be wonderful. We have some really great entries. Now, let me show you what you can win with that. You could win a $25 KnitPicks gift card, $25 Amazon gift card, sugar and cream, Temari balls, and hot pink. Excuse me for a moment. Sorry about that. We have workmen outside our house, and the puppy does not care for that. Then other prizes that we have for that make-along, we have knitting double. You can choose, I should tell you, with the yarn, you can choose one or both balls. Knitting double, rib it up, country weekend socks. I was thinking there was another one. Nope, just the three. I don't know why I thought there was four. So those are the prizes that you would be eligible for. Excuse me, I have everything on the chair over here. Now let's see. Oh, and looking forward, starting January 1st, we're going to have a knit along with Mila's Knit Corner. So her patterns do have a charge, but go over there and see what you have, or perhaps you have one from before. And we're going to begin that January 1st, and it will go through the end of February, unless I hear otherwise from you guys, if you need more time. She's located on Ravelry. She also has a Facebook page and an Etsy page, and I have links in the show notes for them. So if you're not a member of Ravelry, you don't have to worry about it. Just go over to her Facebook shop or her Etsy shop. I've been to both, and they have all the same things. Okay, what do I have on my needles? I am so silly. I'm making a pair of gift socks, and being as late in the day as it is, or late in the season, I should say, I decided I was going to do these plain sock. You know how long that lasted? I finished the toe, and I've decided, no, it needs something. So I just made up a little pattern to put on there. Haven't decided on a name yet, but yeah. So this is Christmas gifts that I just started. Let's see, what else do I have on my needles? I have a pair of socks for Soup Kitchen, and I'm using, I know I have the other yarn, but I have so much scrap yarn right now. So right now I'm making scrap yarn socks. And I just started these a couple days ago. And as far, you know me and matchy, I don't really care. But I am using the same kind of socks, or same kind of yarn as I go along in the socks. Each color gets 20 rows, and then I switch. So far I like them. Let's hope I don't put anything crazy, you know, out of order on my socks. Then, oh, I've got a chemo cap. I was surprised. I more than met my resolution last year for chemo caps and Soup Kitchen socks. I had no idea I did, but I did. My husband keeps them down in the basement, and he brought them up, and I went, oh my goodness. So anyways, I've got a chemo cap. This is some of that yarn I picked up when I was over in England. Isn't it pretty? And let's see, that's all I have on my needle, so I might as well show you. And this hat that I'm making here is like one size bigger than the first hat I made. I know, I have to take care of that. But look at that. Then, I know, don't tell me, I know I have to do the tags, especially since these aren't for me. I finished the sock. Look at that. Actually, I finished the pair, because there's the other one. Isn't that pretty? I shouldn't say that. I did this one myself, but you know. Then, in case you haven't seen it, I did post a video about using my blending board on YouTube. And I just wanted to show you. I got some fleece from World of Wool, and it had 10 different colors in it, and some were lighter, some darker. And I decided to, on the blending board, to do this light. And it's got a white, and then a little bit of a silvery white, a light blue. It goes, each shade is a little bit darker. And so I did this on my blending board. And I'm sorry, this one, it's got a little fault in it. It's got a weak section right there, so I got to watch that one. So these, I got these done, and I'm so happy. And I got the video done, so I'm really happy. That's what I've worked on. That's what I finished. Oh my goodness, I'm just speeding right along here, aren't I? Okay, it's time to chat. I don't really, you know, I always have things to talk about. For one thing, KnitPicks is having, I am an affiliate, so if you shop at KnitPicks, I would appreciate it if you go to my show notes and click on the link, because I can get a couple pennies. But KnitPicks is having save 10% when you purchase 10 skeins of the same yarn. So that if you want to make a sweater or something, there you go. And you have to use the code SWEATER10 at checkout. Then they're having 20% off of Hawthorne yarn. If I didn't have so much yarn, I would purchase. The sad thing is my sock yarn is getting down. I've got a lot of scraps. But one of these days I am going to have to buy yarn. They also have 20% off of needles, knitting needles. I think they have the double pointed, circular, and the straight needles, all 20% off. So anyways, let's see. My grandson has cut back on calling me every day, which has made me a little bit sad. I'm going to give him a call when I'm done here and say, hey, have you forgotten me? I know he hasn't. I do have something else I want to tell you. The socks, stepping stones that I have promised you, it would be out there and free. Guess what? It's out there free for today and tomorrow until midnight Eastern Standard Time. So if you want a free sock pattern, it's let's see, how do I want to describe it? Well, I like it. I don't know. Let me show you. I'm calling it stepping stones because as I started off, sorry, got to get the front of the sock. So as I started off, I would move this block of stitches one over, and it continues on to the back. So anyways, that is free for today and tomorrow. Now, my advent calendar from Country Mouse. I'll show you the extra little thing. 2 little nice buttons. Those are so cute. Let me see if I can get the front. There you go. Isn't that pretty cute? I don't know what it says. I took my glasses off to read it. I know. It's so silly. Oh, it says handmade with love. Then, let's see. Get all my little yarns together. I was going to show them by the day, but it's really just better if I pick them up and I will show you all together. And I haven't done today's yet. But look at these colors. Whoops. Sorry about that. Look at these lovely, 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 lovely colors. My granddaughter would love that. My grandson would love that. This just reminds me of a snowy day with the sparkles and everything. And look at that color. That one. And then this one. I was going to open today's with in front of you. Maybe I still will. Just give me a moment here. Okay. So here is day 10 in the pretty green polka dot wrapping. See if I can do this without crunching it too much in your ears. She sent a little thing, says, deck the hall with lots of crochet. Well, not in my case, but you know, that's okay. And just had to make sure. Look at that. It's got some like maroon in it. It's so soft. Oh, it is so soft. Anyways, that's today's advent calendar. What else has been going on? Not a whole lot. I did do 2 book reviews. I did a fun one, which is Sit, Stay, Love. And then I did another one called The Vow. And I needed Sit, Stay, Love because it was a cutesy book, where The Vow was a little bit more serious. If you're interested in looking at my book reviews, I will try to remember to put a link on the title. And then over to the, if you look at my show notes, over to the right are some Amazon links. And if you're interested in the books, just click over there and it'll take you there. And I'll get a couple pennies. You know, a penny here, a penny there really helps. Excuse me, I'm going to drink my wild blackberry and sage. I love this flavor. Anyways, this is going to be a short video, I believe. Because I really don't have anything else to talk about. I hope you guys have been having a great week. I have been. It's been quiet. I can't think of anything else. So I hope you guys have a super week and all of next week. And I hope all your crafting is successful and you don't make any mistakes. But if you do make a mistake, I hope it's a little one. Big hugs. I love you all. And I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Nolig Riel, a Scottish Gaelic phrase meaning Merry Christmas.
We wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas and a Scottish New Year.
We wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas and a Scottish New Year.
Scotch tidings we bring to you and your clan, Scotch tidings for Christmas and a Scottish New Year. We wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas and a Scottish New Year. Now bring us some haggis pudding, now bring us some haggis pudding, now bring us some haggis pudding, so bring some right here. We wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas, we wish you a Scottish Christmas and a Scottish New